Greetings, royals. Okay. Greetings to you all, royals. Okay, I need to go live on our Instagram page, and we have a small challenge, a technical challenge with our Instagram page. The sound is something else. The sound is not good. The sound is bad. So I don't know. For Instagram people, I feel for Instagram. I feel for the royals on Instagram. Our royals on Instagram, please bear with us, okay? You can watch the video on our YouTube channel at Fountain Insights TV right after, or you can go to our Facebook page at Ratie Shalom, same platform. Good evening, royals. Good evening to you all. How are we? I trust we're all doing great. I trust we are all winning, taking charge. I don't want to what's going on? I don't want to go offline on Instagram because they are used to participate with us. Okay, royals, good evening to you all. Happy Friday, happy Gratitude Friday. It's an inspiration for you recap, and we are ready to share the inspirations for this week, royals. Okay, all right, so without wasting time, because we are already like few minutes late, I would like us to right away get into the inspirations. Talk about the inspirations, look at the inspirations, and we share on the inspirations for this week, royals. Okay, so how have you been? How is your week? Hope you are winning. Hope you are taking charge. Hope you are in control. Let me just quickly have a look before we start. I want to see, royals. I just want to see the sound on Instagram. Let me just monitor it a little bit. It's a technical thing. It comes on once in a while. I don't know what's wrong with that mobile that I'm using. But very soon we're going to be moving from using mobiles, right? Hope you know that. It's by faith. Okay, I love an inspiration for you. Recap. Okay, so let me just quickly have a look, royals. Okay, so in the meantime, let's see. I'm just trying to monitor to see what's okay, you see, there's a little bit like funny sound. There's a small funny sound on Instagram live stream. I don't know where it's coming from. I've been trying to get rid of it, but unfortunately the time is going and I have to do the live. I have to finish up. I have to do other things. Okay, let's get into it, royal. So once again, I would like to apologize for the bad sound on Instagram. Please kindly do watch it on our Facebook page, or you can also go to our YouTube channel at Fountain Insights TV. Okay, so without even wasting time, royals, let's right away look at the inspirations for this week. Oh my word, this week was awesome. The inspirations were awesome. Let's look at them. And I hope you are learning so much from these inspirations, royal. I hope you are. Okay, so let's look at the inspiration for Monday. How was Monday like? And then Monday says, there is a need for you to create some time to God. Oh, sorry. Let me start it again. There is a need for you to create some time to go on retreat. Royal, if technology can insist for an upgrade, yet it's not human, how much more you go on retreat? That's you time with God is precious. So it says go on retreat. Let me see. I just want to quickly see something. Let me use the phone as well, because if I'm looking at the laptop, it's going to be okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to read the inspiration for Monday. There is a need for you to create some time to go on retreat, right? If technology can insist for an upgrade, yet it's not human, how much more you go on retreat? That you time with God is precious. You know, like if you look at your phones, like our phones, our laptops, and all these gadgets that we use, there's now and then that's message that say upgrade, update, whatever, you know. And if you check, most of the times that thing will be so, like if you check your phone, that particular time will be very slow, such that it will be frustrating you. You know, it can't contain whatever that's there. It will be slow. Like I know with my other Samsung phone, like does that, and I'm like, ooh. But for that one, it really needs a serious upgrade, a new phone at all, like entirely. It needs a new phone. Okay, so let's look at it. It says there's a need for you to go on retreat. That alone time with God, it's important. You need it. You know, let's read the inspiration. Some time with God is what you need, Royal. You have been busy with many things. At this point, go on retreat. It says you have been busy with many things. You know, from January to now, we have been busy, one thing after the other, running from one job to another, one task to another, you know, we have been so busy. It's time to have spiritual upgrade for your next level, Royal. You can't face another year with the yesterday's version of you. It will be very slow for what is ahead for you. Oh, I loved this. It says it's time to upgrade yourself, like spiritually. You know, you need time. You need to go on retreat, have time with God. You know, there's a message, I think it was on a Sunday, yes. The message that I shared on our other platform at Fountain Insights Church. I was sharing about prayer and fasting, and we spoke about the importance of you having that time with God in prayer, having intimacy with God, time of intimacy with God. And now this inspiration is saying it's time to have spiritual upgrade for your next level, Royal. You can't face another year with a yesterday's version of you. It will be very slow for what is ahead for you. Go on retreat. Go on retreat. Have that alone time, a quiet time alone with your God, with God. That time you can talk to God, you can communicate. You'll be fasting, you'll be praying, restructuring, you know, reflecting, looking at your work, looking at the things that you did, what you achieved. And there's so much that you do when you go on retreat. Meditating, having time of meditating, having time of affirmations, having time of confessing, having time to look at yourself on the mirror. You can also carry a mirror wherever you be, or I don't know where you do your retreats. You know, you look at yourself on the mirror, you speak, there's so much to do on retreat. And every child of God, everybody, you have to do that. If your phone can can insist for an upgrade, how much more human? Imagine if gadgets can say, I need an upgrade. I need to upgrade this software. This version of this software is slow. It's taking long. It's not opening. It's, imagine you as well. Don't you think that God needs an upgrade for you? God wants you to upgrade yourself in prayer, in fasting, in studying of the word, in reading acquiring some knowledge, receiving some information, getting some information for yourself that can help you to be better. Okay? And then pay attention to what God will be communicating to you as you fast, pray, study the word, meditate, worship, write, affirm, reflect, and strategize. The time that you'll be doing all those things on retreat royals, God will be talking to you. God will be talking to you. So you have to pay attention. Time of retreat is time of you to pay attention. Get ready for increased wisdom, knowledge, understanding, ability, grace, glory, speed, power, and increased anointing upon your life. Increased anointing upon your life. Then says, Happy New Week, Royal. Okay? That was on Monday. So, as you do that, as you go on that retreat, there will be increased wisdom, knowledge, understanding, ability, grace, glory, speed, everything. You name it. Okay. So let's look at the Tuesday one. Okay, so the Tuesday one, let's see on Tuesday. Royal, stop stressing yourself, banging and forcing a door that has been shut to be opened again. Lift up your head, open your eyes and see there are many new open doors for you already. Say stop. You know, have you ever seen somebody who bang the door and be crying, bang, forcing somebody to open the door for them, asking, please open for me, knocking, and they're saying, no, don't come here. And yes, you keep knocking, forcing, trying by all means to let the door be open for you. And then the inspiration says, stop it. Stop forcing. Stop stressing yourself. Stop stressing yourself to my banging the door that has been shut to be opened again. There are many new open doors for you. Okay? There are new opportunities, new doors, many doors for you. And you know, while you're focusing on that one door, you're limiting yourself because there's so much in you. There's expansion, there's growth, there's everything. But because of that one, you know, there are people that focus on that one particular door, and the day it's closed for them, that's the end of their lives. They don't see any other open doors again. They don't see any other opportunities. Listen to this. Enough, 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 Royal. The inspiration is saying enough. Enough with you doing that. Enough with you banging the door. It's enough. Let go of that closed door. Look, there are many new open doors for you, new opportunities, new deals, new clients, new sales, new projects, new connections and relationships. You know, there are many of the new open doors for you. You know, when the door shuts, when another door shuts, just know there's another door that's opening up. But you need to see with the eyes of the Spirit. So you must also, you know, be somebody who is ready to open their spiritual eyes and see. So there'll be new opportunities. Maybe they just told you, don't come to work anymore. Your contract has ended, and you are looking at that job. You're like, oh God. You go to another job again, they tell you the same thing. Another job again, they tell you the same thing. Like maybe you are crying today because you lost your job. And you are thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to sustain my bills? How am I going to sustain myself? What am I going to do? You know, there's another opportunity for you. There's a new open door for you. Maybe you have to be the CEO. Maybe you have to be a director in another company. Maybe you have to start your own business. Maybe, like, there are so many open doors ahead for us, but you need to know. You need to know, how your spiritual eyes must be open to see that when God is saying, when a door is shutting, whether through a challenge, sometimes it's God who does it purposely. Sometimes it's not God. It's just a challenge. And that challenge, the best way to see it is to see a promotion in the challenge. Not all bad things that happen in our life are as a result of that God is saying, let it happen. No. Some challenges are challenges because they want to frustrate you, So there are new opportunities, new deals, new sales, new projects, connections with other people. You may say, I was so close to that person. Now that they have left, now that we're no longer talking, maybe they're not going to help me get more deals. They will not help me get more clients. They will not help me get new connections and so forth. God is the one who is the connector. God is the connector himself. Okay? And relationship wise, you may say, you know what, I was very close to this person, but look what happened. I want this person, all this, especially when it comes to relationships, we become victims. Like especially when it's relationships, you become a victim because you are trying to force situations, trying to force relationships, trying to force this. You don't need to do all that. As a royal person, as a child of God who is special, who is unique, who knows who he or who she is, there's no need for you to beg. There's no need for you to try to prove that you are special, you are unique, you are the right person for whatever relationship. No, why? Because you are a child of God. As a royal person, you ought to know the uniqueness that you have inside of you. You ought to know who you are. You ought to know who you are. And you need to rise up from that pity chair you have been sitting on, crying and saying, I have been rejected. Crying and saying, they don't want me. Crying and saying, that I don't have where to belong to. You belong to God. That is your first relationship with him. And once you have a relationship with God, everything else becomes easy. Why? Because where there's God, there's no pain. Where there's God, there's no sorrow. Where there's God, there's no tears. Where there's God, there's no fear. Where there's God, there's no regret. Where there's God, there's no trembling. Where there's God, there's no anxiety. Where there's God, there's no depression. Where there's God, there's love. And that love flows like a fountain. So stop crying and saying, this door is closed. Why is this happening to me? And so forth. Okay? Arise from that slavery from the slavery of depression, rejection, lack, and the hunger of belonging to certain places that no longer have a position for you. That hunger of wanting to belong to certain places, get some certain positions. They are telling you don't have a position anymore. You still insist you want it. And maybe you are wanting a position that is even smaller than you. Okay? You are wanting a position. You are crying, begging for a position that is smaller than you. God is big. When the door shuts, look with the eyes of the Spirit. There's a greater open door for you. There are greater doors for you. So stop crying. You need to rise from the slavery of depression, of anxiety, of stress, of saying, why me? Okay? Because there's more for you. Stop crying because of rejection, because of lack, because of hunger, of wanting to belong. Maybe it's because of friends. You are like, okay. Just give me a sec. Excuse me. I need to attend to this quickly. Sorry about that. What an interruption. I had to attend that quickly. Sorry about that. Okay, my apologies for what. I'm Apologies for that. Okay, so where are we? We are talking about many doors. There are many doors that are opened for us. Okay, I'm going back again. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, so many activities. You know, when schools are closed, you just know. Okay? So stop, Royal. Stop complaining. Stop feeling pity for yourself. Stop trying to force yourself to certain places. Stop trying to force positions. Stop trying to force things. Okay? Cheer up. There are new open doors for you. Royal, let it go. There's more for you. So you have to let that challenge, that closed door go. Why? Because there are more open doors for you. Okay? So that was on Tuesday. Let's see on Wednesday. I hope we learned something though from the Tuesday inspiration. Okay, so now we are on Wednesday inspiration. And it says, mind your words when you are talking, Royal. You have the ability to control your tongue and your emotions. Don't overdo or abuse words, because they always have a way of manifesting themselves. Okay, mind your words when you are talking, Royal. You have the ability to control your tongue and your emotions. Don't overdo or abuse words, because they always have a way of manifesting themselves. So the words are powerful. The words that we speak are powerful. We have to mind our words every time. The words that come out of your mouth, you need to mind them, because the words that you speak, they always have a way of manifesting themselves. It comes back. It comes back. Listen to this. Your word is your messenger. It can't differentiate good or bad. It can't tell if you are joking or serious. Whatever you say with your mouth goes out immediately. And whatever it brings to you is a result of what you said. That's your mouth. Words that come out of your mouth will bring in results as per what you said, consciously or unconsciously. Mind your word. So words that come out of your mouth will bring in results as per what you said, right? Don't be your own enemy or be the reason blessings can flow. Speak words that build and produce greatness. Positive words give birth to positive results. Same applies with negative words. They also give birth to negative results. Talk right. That's the hashtag. Mind your words when speaking, Royal. This is very, very important. We have to mind our words. You know, we like to say some words and like, I'm joking. Okay. Let me tell you something. There's no I'm joking in the realm of the spirit. Whatever that you say comes to pass. And whether you meant it or you didn't mean it, how you speak, is very important. Because the words that you speak also, remember, they can destroy, they can build, they can, they can cause division, they can cause chaos. The words that come out of our mouth. So we need to mind our words. Your words also can destroy somebody's emotion. Your words also can pull somebody down. They can, you can get to somebody with an accent like, hey, how are you? And then the response that you get can hate you, and you will find yourself like shrinking, So the words that we speak are very important, and we need to mind the words, because with those same words, they can cause damages in the life of other people, emotionally, mentally, especially like as parents. There's a way we speak to our children so that we can build them. And imagine you say words like, you are stupid, You are an idiot. You are foolish. What do you expect a child to be? Nonsense. Get out of here. You are lazy. You are like this, like all those negative words. You are dumb. You are dull. You know, those words, they will manifest. They will manifest. Tomorrow you wonder why your child is dull. You wonder why your child is dumb. Or even to yourself, ah man, I'm useless. I'm stupid. Oh man, I'm such a bad person. Like imagine saying such words to yourself. And then you expect to be the best. You can't. So there are words that we speak in for ourselves, for our children, for our families. Like, you know, even concerning your work, everything that you do, you need to mind your words, because the words that you speak, they will manifest. And let me tell you something, the manifestation that will come out, it's either to shock you or excite you, whichever way. It is because of what you said with your mouth. So you need to mind your words. Mind your words when you're talking to yourself. Mind your words when you're talking to others. Mind your words when you're talking to situations, to things, to your job, to your business, to your, like everything that you involve yourself in. You need to mind your words. So if you were that kind of a person who just talk anyhow, you need to mind your word. And if you were that kind of person who just respond to other people anyhow, you need to mind your words. Okay? You need to mind your words. Mind your words, real. Words are powerful and they do manifest. I tell you, you don't want to be shocked with the results that you will get. And you are wondering, am I cursed or what? No, you're not cursed. You are the reason why blessings are not flowing. You are the reason why you don't have certain things in your life. Why? Because of the way you talk. Your words. Okay. So any step you take alone always has a way. That is on Thursday. Now we are on Thursday. I hope we learn something from the Wednesday one. Minding our words. Okay. Now we are on Thursday. Let's read the Thursday one. Any step you take, it says, any step you take alone always has a way of leading you to making many mistakes, wrong decisions, and put fear in you that leads to depression. But when you walk with God, seek for His guidance, He helps you and He shows you the right path to take. Any step you take alone always has a way of leading you to many mistakes. Many mistakes. The steps that we take alone without God, the steps that we take without consulting God, the steps that we take walking alone always has a way of leading to many mistakes. We take many wrong decisions and they put fear in us that leads to depression. But when you walk with God, you seek for His guidance, He helps and He shows you the right path to take. Okay, so let's hear the inspiration. What is the inspiration say? Royal, I loved this inspiration though. It says, Royal, have you ever followed your instinct in making a decision only to find out that you took the wrong one? Shakes. Have you ever done that? I have. Have you ever like you followed your instinct and you're like, man, you know what? This time I got it right. I got it. And then only to come back like, why? What happened? What did I do to deserve this? But God, why? Listen to this. Royal, have you ever, okay, we have taken that. How about the excitement? High expectations and hopes with an end result picture in your mind. You know that picture like, oh, I got it right. Oh, I see myself. Oh, I'm seeing it. It's happening. Oh, that's me there. I'm seeing myself doing it. Yes, I'm doing it. Talk about a celebration mood, hoping you got everything right, only to come back with a bunch of disappointments. Dude, imagine that, royals. After all the excitement, like, man, I got it right. I tell you, I got it right. Yes, yes, yes. You start celebrating your miracle before it even comes. You celebrate everything you see. You see yourself running around doing things. You know, you see it. Only to come back with a bunch of disappointments. And you're like, man, what happened there? What did I go? Where did I go wrong there? How did I miss it? But why? And then the next thing you will be crying and like, you know, God, why me? Why me? Why? But God, why? Let's see. Where are we again? Well, I have a word of encouragement. Okay, the hashtag says it hits hard. It hits very hard, Royal. Right? Disappointment. They hit very hard. Painful. Hurt. They hurt. They get deeper. It's like they just went straight to your heart. They the way how sharp they are, they pierce through your heart and go to the other side. The pain of disappointment is painful and it hits very hard. Very, very hard. Maybe I'm talking to somebody who has been disappointed. Maybe you were expecting too much and you got disappointed. Maybe you had high hopes. Everything was so hard, such that it was even more, it was even like abnormal. Your excitement went abnormal. And it hit you back with a bunch of disappointment. It broke you so bad. Destroyed you from the inside. You just saw yourself separated, like you just saw yourself broken into pieces and pieces because of a bunch of disappointment for something that you thought you got it right, yet you didn't. Man, you were hurt. You were hurt. Oh, you are hurt. Maybe you are listening to me and you're like, Ratie, you don't understand. I am hurt. I am broken. You don't understand. I have a word of encouragement for you. Listen, the reason. Well, I have a word of encouragement for you. Don't be discouraged. You made those decisions alone. Ouch. Yes. You made those decisions alone. Now you know. You can't choose the right path without God. You need God in making decisions. Every time, royals. Not once, not twice, every time. You may say, but where was God when I was making the decision? God was there looking at you. He may have told you, or he told you, don't do it. You said, but God, I want it. Then he said, okay, son, okay, daughter, go ahead. You went ahead. You bounced back. You come back again. Then he said, it's fine. Come back here. Sorry, go this way. Then you're like, okay, I'm going to follow it. But after you have bound and you're broken. And you know the nice thing about God? We can always come back to him with your brokenness and he mends you. He puts that comfort in you and then he shows you the right path. But now, for you to be broken, for you to experience that brokenness, was because you walked alone, not with God. Right? So you learned your lesson. This time around, you're going to consult God, hear from God, not follow your instincts, not make out of your how you feel, what you want to feel, you know, or out of a selfishness reason or whatever, you know. Every step that you take, now you have learned, you know. You will seek for God's guidance with the person of the Holy Spirit, who is your guide, your counselor, your advocate, your protector, your wisdom, and your leader. This time, you will surely get it right. And never, ever walk alone again. Step out with God at all times, royal. So you may say, but why are bad things happening to us, right? I don't understand. Why is everything bad happening to me? You are learning. It's part of your journey. Bad things are happening so you can learn, and you need to hear the voice of God. You need to know God. You must know when God is saying yes or no. It is, when you learn it the hard way. Before you make any decision again in your life, you're like, God, talk to me. Are you sure? God, I want to hear you again. You find a way of making sure that you really heard from God. Why? Because, man, you don't want to bounce back again and come back with a bunch of disappointments. But those things, they happen so that we learn and grow, and grow. Okay, so that was the inspiration for Thursday, Royal. Okay, that was the Thursday one. So any step you take alone always has a way of leading you to making many mistakes. Okay, so whenever you are making a decision, make sure God is part of it. And any step you take, make sure you are walking with God. Okay, so in that way, it will help you, it will guide you, and God will be able to show you your path the right way. Okay, so let's look at the inspiration for Friday. It's Gratitude Friday. I love it. It's Gratitude Friday. Okay, let me calm down. It's Gratitude Friday, Royals. Okay, so I love an inspiration for you, Ratie, because it doesn't make me too serious every time. Hey, when you go to the other platform at Fountain Insights Church, that side is hard, man. That office is something else, because you must listen, you must, and I know here we do listen to the Holy Spirit. We concentrate, we share, but we have time to also share some little bit of jokes, and you relax a little bit. On an inspiration for you, the office is a little bit calm, and you can laugh, you can share some jokes and so forth. You just come, you relax, like you're chatting with your friends, not at Fountain Insights Church, Royals. Please, so when you see me misbehaving, just let me be, okay? Because Sundays are not for joking. Okay, Royals. So now we are on Friday, Gratitude Friday. And then what is gratitude saying for Friday? The inspiration for Friday. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Gratitude Friday, happy Gratitude Friday, happy Friday. It's Gratitude Friday, Royals. I love Gratitude Friday. Okay, this is my favorite part to share. From all of them, I love them. But this one for Friday, for gratitude, I love it so dearly. Gratitude gives you comfort and peace. Are you a grateful person, Royal? The more grateful you are, the lesser you worry about many things, Royal. Gratitude comforts. Be grateful to God. A grateful person is always comforted. Gratitude gives you comfort and peace. The more grateful you are, the lesser you worry about many things. So you have to be grateful to God at all times. Your gratitude to God gives you comfort, peace, and hope for a greater tomorrow. Be grateful. Have a heart full of gratitude, Royal. Gratitude wipes away worry about many things. It gives you God's comfort and embraces you with His love. Okay? So gratitude embraces you with God's love. It gives you comfort. Comfort in the worst situations. Comfort in the situations that want to let you worry, A grateful person is confident of this very thing, that he who began a good work in him or her shall perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. So there's hope. So if you are a grateful person, you are confident. If you start a project, you are confident that the one who began the good work in you will perfect it until the day of Jesus Christ. God cannot give you something that is bigger than you. God cannot give you what you cannot handle. God cannot let you face challenges knowing that you can't handle them. Then He has a way of comforting you. How do you receive that comfort? Through your gratitude. Are you grateful to God? God, I'm grateful for your love. God, I'm grateful for taking good care of me. God, I'm grateful for peace. I'm grateful for the challenges that are working together for my good. I'm grateful because you see a great me. That gratitude gives you comfort. Woo! And peace. There's nothing to worry about when you know who you are. So when you know you are a grateful child of God, gratitude gives you comfort and peace. It's Gratitude Friday and Thanksgiving season. What are you grateful to God for? Count your blessings, Royal. So the more grateful you are, the lesser you worry about many things, Royal. Are you grateful to God? What are you grateful to God for? You have to be grateful to God at all times, Royal. Okay? And you know, when you are grateful to God, you don't have anything to worry about at all. God, I'm confident of this very thing, that you who began a good work in me shall perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Okay, so when God gives you something to do, no matter the challenges, or when God gives you a gift or anything that God gives you, no matter the challenges that you face in that gift or whatever, be confident. Be confident, because the one who gave you that will perform it, will perfect it. So there's nothing to worry. You see, so when you show gratitude to God, you know, when you show that gratitude, you show your gratefulness. Your, what is it? It's called gratitude. Yes, gratitude. When you show how grateful you are to God, there's that peace, that comfort. Your gratitude to God gives you comfort. Are you grateful to God? Be grateful to God even in the midst of situations. In that storm, be grateful and say, God, all things are working together for my good. I can only be greater and greater. I can only be better and better. And you know, the more you do that, the less you worry about many things. Worry doesn't become your portion. The worry of, I don't know what they think about me. The worry of, I don't know what they take me for. I don't know, you know, so many things. I don't know whether you are needed or you are not. All those things. Worry of, the worry and the fear of being rejected. The worry and the fear of losing. The worry and the fear of, you know, not having, and so forth. Like all those dramatic, negative things. The worry I might not make it. The worry I might fail. The worry of this. No. Just be careful. Be grateful to God, because the more grateful you are, the lesser you worry about many things. And the more the lesser you worry, the more comfort you get and the more peaceful you become. So be grateful to God, Royals. Okay, so those are the inspirations for this week, Royal. I hope we learned something from these inspirations. They were so powerful, right? They were really so powerful. I learned so much from these inspirations, and I'm always blessed and, you know, grateful to God for the inspirations. You know, so much to learn from an inspiration for you. Okay, so because of time, I have to round up. I have to go. I have to leave you. I have to love you and leave you. Okay, Royals, so that is all for today. I hope you learned so much. So please don't forget that an inspiration for you is all about personal development. Bringing out the best version of you, bringing out the best you learning, walking on this journey and discovering yourself, discovering your gifts, discovering how precious you are, how royal you are. And it's very important to be part of an inspiration for you. And you know what, every time you learn, don't you, I learn every time. I'm a product of an inspiration for you, Rick Hebrew. You know, just like a salesperson, you cannot sell what you don't use. You cannot sell what you don't have. You cannot sell what you don't know. You cannot sell a product that you've never used. You cannot sell a product that you don't know if it works for you or it doesn't, or it works or it doesn't. You know, you can only sell out what you know works. And what I'm selling out, what I'm giving out as an inspiration for you is what has been working. That what is working, that I'm using the product of an inspiration for you, and it's working for me. Every day I use an inspiration for you to start my day, and I keep going, I keep pushing, I keep running. You know, I cannot live without an inspiration for you, and I cannot imagine my life without an inspiration for you. Why? Because it's an inspiration for you that drives me, that fuels me. Okay, so that is all for today, Royals. That is all for this week on an inspiration for you. I hope you learned. I love you all so dearly. Okay, go and have a beautiful weekend, right? Enjoy your weekend, have fun. Please don't drink and drive. Please don't drink and drive at all. Don't drink. Did I say drink? No, sorry about that. Don't drink and drive. Okay, don't drink but drive. So don't drink, but you can drive. I'm just trying to be funny, Royals, I'm telling you. Okay, all right, that's all for today, Royals, on an inspiration for you recap. I love you all so dearly, and God bless you. God be with you all. Go and have a beautiful weekend, and don't forget to go to church on Sunday. It's important. It's important. Okay, so see you again next Friday for another an inspiration for you recap. For today, we are done. This is Ratie. Shalom. I love you all so dearly. Stay with us. Stay with us. Stay with us. Okay, Ray, I'll see you. Okay, please don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, right? Don't forget to go to our YouTube channel at Fountain Insights TV. All right. That is it for today. God bless you all. I love you. Enjoy. I have